I wanted to come on and talk about something that is very much in a lot of our minds. We've all seen the news reports where there was a recent incident in Texas. The question has to be right on the forefront. Are our children safe in schools? Were they ever really safe? Because when you think about it, we've always had, since I can go back 1999 or so forth, I remember incidents like this happening where there were violent activity. But it seems like recently it's gotten to be more frequent and more violent. What's the reason? Do you feel safe if you have a child? Do you feel safe with having your child go to school? Or have you gotten to the point where you've even maybe thought about homeschooling? Or just what? What are the options? Some people say it's gun control. Some people say the media is to blame. Some people say it's the parents that are to blame. Some say it's the school to blame, that there's not enough security and there's not enough teacher to student ratio to really protect our kids. And I really don't know what the answer is, because as far as I remember, school was fairly a safe place. It was a haven for most children, a place where you can find friends, you can learn, explore, and the most poignant thing you had to worry about was whether or not you were going to get chocolate milk at the cafeteria or not. And things have changed. Things have changed so dramatically, not for the good. My perspective is clearly from an American perspective. I'm also interested if you live or have any experience overseas. Is this also happening overseas? Are schools overseas experiencing these high events of violence? Is this something that you, if you've had conversations with your children or children in your family, are these conversations you're having with your kids, like how to protect yourself in case of an event, in case of some sort of unforeseen tragedy? Are these conversations we actually need to start having instead of regular curriculum and everything in between? We have to learn to teach our kids how to protect themselves from things like mass shootings and I don't know. It's definitely a topic that is of interest, and I would like all of you to comment if you too feel that this is something that is affecting you. You know, I ask myself, how can a student nowadays even concentrate on curriculum when all you see is the possibility of never coming home? How can you expect our children to not have, trauma and anxiety and all these things? Like, there's a high rise of behavioral issues, like over hyper behavior and attention issues, and I start to wonder if some of the reasons that we have these issues with kids and their behavior has to do with the environment, the climate that they're in. Has anyone looked into that? Are there statistics that can disprove that? I know if I had to worry constantly about being in an environment that was potentially threatening, I couldn't concentrate on learning math or science, and I couldn't sit down and focus on anything. What's your take on it? If you like this video, definitely give it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. And I thank you all for for chiming in below. Have a blessed day.